It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers. And it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Oates, we're getting set for kickoff in here. Partner, I'm really focused on the start of this game. Both teams emphasize what happens here right at the jump.
And that's why so many of these teams spend so much time all week, Mike, on what they call their opening script. It's not just a series of plays that they like and they just kind of throw darts at the wall. It's how do you unmask the defense? How do you set up future plays and future possessions as the game unfolds? So much time and energy is spent on these first couple drives. I'm with you. I'm excited to see how do they come out, how aggressive, and where do they think the weaknesses of their opponent lie.
The kicker, Blake Rupe, set to start it. And off we go from SoFi. Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to get going, it's Herbert. He's going to air one out right away. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
On 1st down, Herbert. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. Demario Davis there on the play. This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, L.A. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. And their quarterback is the all-time leading passer for the Raiders, Derek Carr, the veteran.
Ever since Derek Carr came into the league, Mike, he's been historically a very passionate and productive NFL quarterback. He has the arm that can make every throw, but sometimes it's that arm that gets him into trouble. So he's got to find a little balance, a happy medium between aggressiveness and recklessness, because when he's playing well, they have as good a shot to win games as anybody.
Throwing at the start, here's Carr. The reception for Rashid Shaheed.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Carr. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Shaheed in motion. Now, 2nd down throw from Carr. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he will score! Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, New Orleans. Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. He's got it. The Saints come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Davis now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense ready now for their 2nd drive. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll give it to Dobbins. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. That's Palmer, the man in motion. To throw is Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
Man, even the big guy couldn't barrel ahead for just a couple yards and pick up that first. That's really impressive by that defensive front to not only hold up, but to force 4th down.
On 4th down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. Cedric Wilson back to receive. The Saints offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Carr working out of the gun. Shaheed with the catch. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Carr. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
2nd down, Carr. Open man, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Carr now. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go again here with Kamara. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We're back in Southern California in a moment. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Carr. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. To throw is Carr. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Now Kamara. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Carr. That one taken in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, Saints.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Saints will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the touchdown, it's Grupe to kick this one away. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Herbert makes the read, decides to hang on. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense. And if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Tackle there by Cameron Jordan. Second and 7. From the gun, it's Herbert. Finding the tight end, here's Will Dissly. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And he is going to have gives the Chargers first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Pistol here for Herbert. Now he takes off.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now it's Dobbins. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Here's Dobbins. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On play action, now Herbert. He connects with Disley.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
A throw on the move is caught.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
A 46-yard attempt.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Carr. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Carr. Into the hands of Valdez-Scantling. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Throwing right, it's taken in, and he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. The shotgun. It's Carr. He's got room at the 30. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. 20-yard pickup there. First down, New Orleans.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. This one is caught by Jawan Johnson. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Carr to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Shaheed in motion. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal. Carr working out of the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. Grupe's kick is good. And the Saints will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Saints offense and Derek Carr set to take over once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Carr. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable at pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run here with Kamara. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Carr now. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. In motion is Hill. He'll try and run for this with Kamara. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
The Saints lining up in punt formation. Back deep is Darius Davis. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. A run with Dobbins. Finding room at the 35. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll go with a counter on first down. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
The open man is Johnston. He's got it. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
To the ground, a first down run. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. First carry for Gus Edwards. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. There is his tight end, Disley. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers are able to cut it to 4, 17-13.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. In motion is Hill. Carr now to throw on 1st down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Now the first carry of the game for Jamal Williams. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Throwing is Carr. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Herbert now on 1st down. That is incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical backbreaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. Brought down at the 21. A gain of 1.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Saints offense and receiver Rashid Shaheed set for their next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. In motion is Hill. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
1st down throw for Carr. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now, a 2nd down throw from Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Here's Carr. He's got his man. That's Olave. Down the right sideline. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Groupie now for the extra point. It's up and good. The Saints will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. On the return is McConkey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get back to work. And time again, Greg, the yards on the ground have been very difficult to come by.
Yeah, and it really goes against conventional wisdom, Mike. You hear so often everyone talk about you run the ball to open up the pass, and really that's not necessarily true. Oftentimes when you're having trouble on the ground, the best way to open things up underneath is by passing the ball, and that could be a variety of ways. Throwing it downfield, screen passes, swing passes. Just get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and open things up.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion right. Herbert now on 1st down. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Motion man is the tight end going right. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Third down and 9. Throwing, Herbert. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Just a disastrous sequence for them here offensively. At this point, Mike, possessions are going to become very limited. The entire stadium knows you're going to pass. Okay, you got to protect your quarterback. Give your team a chance to come from behind and win this one.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on fourth down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
On second down, here's Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
And he'll be taken down.
This is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
Now Herbert again. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. And McConkey. Touchdown Chargers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. Throwing again, Herbert. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for two, and it does not pan out.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right reads, seemingly every time. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Carr. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll run on 1st down with Kamara. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They're going to go right back to Kamara. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Kamara. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. On the give, this is Kamara. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. 14 yards on that pass play there. 1st down, New Orleans.
And after that 1st down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a 1-possession game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one, a win for the Saints. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.